Yo, I wanted to make this video real quick. I'm pretty sure some noise in the background, but don't worry about that. If you can hear it, I don't know. But I want to make this video real quick to talk about the Traitor plotline in My Hero Academia. This is like off the cuff. I just hit record, so I don't have talking points. I'm gonna just generally speak on the whole situation at hand. So the Traitor reveal. At first, we thought it was Invisible Girl, and then it was Ayama. Before we even get to the Ayama part, let's talk about Invisible Girl. And let's talk about the fandom also. Super trash writing by Horikoshi by having Invisible Girl be the ending when All For One says that I have friends, just for next chapter it to be revealed with someone else. And then we didn't even pick up the chapter where we left off. So it's like, bro, what was the point of that? It's just like you're just taking advantage of the week to week format of a manga in the most bait and switch terrible way possible. That's what he did. So that's already just that right there. And then speaking on the fans, people were defending Invisible Girl being the traitor, and then when it was revealed it was Ayama, they had this like superiority complex, and they were like coming to people like Chibi saying, "Oh yeah, at least you know how to accept a loss." In my opinion, it wasn't a loss because we all agreed that Invisible Girl being the traitor would be bad and was trash. You were the people defending it. So you defending Invisible Girl being the traitor, and then it being Ayama, it's actually an L on your part because even Horikoshi knew that was trash. So boom, roasted. Like Michael Scott, boom, roasted. Like let's move on to the next point. Ayama being the traitor is better than Invisible Girl being the traitor. I would prefer Nezu, but Ayama being the traitor is in fact better than Invisible Girl, which is fine. But here's the issue: now that he's a traitor, you have to actually make the traitor plotline interesting, especially because we have 250 plus chapters built up of this plotline and setting this up. First of all, the reveal on how he was a traitor was garbage. Like his parents and him are just having a conversation out loud, yelling at UA where there's security cameras and robots everywhere, and people could pass by you about information that they all three of them already know, or like y'all didn't want to do it like lower or like you know, not yelling and screaming. Like, you know what I mean? It's just super convenient about the way it's revealed. And then you compare this reveal to the Dabi reveal, which had less time, like actually in the story as it being a possibility. And that reveal was fantastic. Hell, even like when Genus came back, like the with the strings and stuff everywhere, fantastic. Muriel coming back, fantastic. If you look at any reveal in My Hero Academia, is usually done in a way that is super creative and it really like, oh wow, that's that, or that happened, or I never would have thought about it. It's usually done in a creative way. The way that the Ayama reveal would happen was like so unlike Horikoshi that it felt so out of place in My Hero, because I know he's a great writer and I know he can do great reveals and I've seen it before. I've been shouting from the mountaintops for 7 years that his reveals are great, and then we get this Ayama reveal which wasn't good at all. So that already left a bad taste in my mouth. And then when you actually get to Ayama, he's the traitor, but through coercion and coercion. I don't know how to pronounce the word. I can't speak English, but you know that word. And through blackmail, like, and then he was 10 when he got the. Well, he was 6 when he got the quirk. So for 10 years, a little kid has been blackmailed by All For One and his parents, like, you know what I mean? And coerced into doing these actions. So it's automatically, we are, so like, let's say this is right here, like, Ayama being the villain. And over here is, Ayama being a good person and just being in a bad situation. We automatically start right here. We automatically start right here with all the sympathy. And then add sympathy on more sympathy, we talk about how Ayama saved Bakugo and Tokiyami. We talk about the cheese incident. And it's like Ayama has gone from being a villainous traitor to just being a kid in a bad situation. And that makes the plot line a lot less interesting. There's things you could do with Ayama being a super good guy. It's like, you know, you can have him, you know, potentially do some plans to like dupe All For One, or like, you know, which was what maybe Bakugo and Deku were hinting at is like something that can dupe All For One because he believes Ayama's on his side. But again, that plan shouldn't work because All For One already said he makes contingencies on contingencies. He has a plan just in case Ayama already switched sides and like you know what I mean. Like he's icing at this point, so he has a plan for that. So that plan shouldn't work out. If it works out, it's trash and it makes All For One like lower less of a villain than he already is. Because I don't like his character at this point. Because it should be Shigaraki making all these plans, not All For One. Um. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. And also like the traitor would have been a lot more interesting if they were actually evil. If Ayama was actually evil and the actual traitor, like bro, that shocking, the hidden feeling in your soul would have been like, oh my god, he's really trying to kill the student. Say you, he's really this, and then like it makes the Deku trying to save Ayama hit more when he actually if he saves Ayama from um the way his waves is because it's like, wow, this person was actually evil, actually a villain, and Deku saved him. So then when Deku eventually tries to save Shigaraki, it's like we've already seen him attempt and do this on a larger scale and succeed. So it makes sense that he's able to save Shigaraki, and it would have been better, bro. We have 250 chapters to build up for this, and just for Ayama to not be like evil or like have a single bad bone in his body, bro. It's like, bro, like come on, man. Like it just does. But yeah, it just removes any like super emotional weight that we had towards the traitor reveal, if you know what I mean. Like it just like the theorizing and crafting and everything we did for all these years, it just doesn't live up to that expectation. And like the story of My Hero After the War is not living up to expectations, honestly. And also the final point I want to talk about is like the um the fans and like a common thing that I've been saying is like people saying, "Oh, people aren't liking My Hero right now, whatever. Why don't you drop the series?" That's like the dumbest take I've ever seen, and in every fiber I'm being, it has to attack that take because these same people that's complaining about My Hero were hoisting it up like a trophy a year ago and before then. So these are valid criticisms. Yeah, they may not be enjoying it right now, but they have hope. People still have hope for My Hero to get better, and they're criticizing it because they want it to get better because they remember when it was fantastic and phenomenal. And like it's not easy to drop something that you put money and love into so simply or so easily. So yeah, like stop saying that and let people complain. Nobody complains when you're like hyping it up, so don't complain when they are complaining about the series.